One winter's evening, Thomas arrived at Nafford Station. He dropped off the last of his passengers with Annie and Clarabelle. Then he saw Percy. He had just dropped off Tails' important missing equipment had been discovered. Although it was actually been stolen, however, but Percy had found it nearby the docks. And Tails, who just arrived, had heard about it. "Hello, Thomas," called Sonic. Oh, hello, Sonic," said Thomas. "What are you up to today?" "Not much, though, Thomas, but I know that Tails said that he had lost his trucks, loaded with his building materials, which is the missing equipment, of course." "What? It's been stolen?" gasped Thomas. "Yes, I'm afraid so," said Sonic. "But don't worry. But don't worry, though, we'll find it, and..." Excuse me," said Percy. "I think we already solved that mystery." "Why do you say that, Percy?" "Why do you say that, Percy?" asked Sonic. "Because the vans that I have right here has your missing equipment." Tails gasped. "You mean missing an equipment?" "That's right," said Percy. "Your missing trucks are in my vans." Tails was surprised. "But where did you find it?" he asked. "It was at the docks," said Percy. "Nobody stole it at all." Tails was relieved. "That's awesome, Percy," said Sonic. "Well done. You've saved the day." Percy was delighted. "Thank you, Sonic," Percy said. He was very pleased with himself. Thomas was proud of his best friend. "Well done," said Thomas. "You've shown Sonic and Knuckles what a fat controller engine you really are." "Yes, indeed, Thomas," said Tails. "Well done, Percy," said Tails. "I'm so glad you found it." "It was no problem," said Percy. "I mean, it felt like it was been stolen, but you found it." "Well, good job, Percy," said Thomas. "Very proud of you. Should definitely tell the fat controller what you did, which was just heroic," said Thomas. "Indeed," said Sonic. I'll tell the fat controller all about it." "Indeed," said Knuckles. "Very good job, Percy," said Knuckles. "Thank you," said Percy. He was very pleased that he had solved the mystery. Then Thomas's guard blew. "Oh, that's my guard whistle. That means it's time for me to drop off Annie and Clarabelle at the station. I mean, their shed. I'll see you guys later. I'll meet you guys back here at the platform and hurried away." Once Thomas was out of sight, Percy spoke up. "Well, I better go now," he said. "Wait," called Tails. "I'm going to give you a special surprise." Percy was puzzled. "All right, then. Do your thing, then," he said. "All right, then." Tails said, climbed onto the truck and said, "For your hard work of finding my missing equipment, tools, and stuff, I present you a wristwatch communicator. So that way you can communicate with me or Sonic or Knuckles." Percy was delighted. "Thank you," said Percy. "You're welcome, Percy. Now we're just gonna wait until Thomas gets back so we can give him one too." just in Thomas' return. Ah, good timing, Thomas. Looks like you dropped off Annie and Clarabelle. I'm gonna give you your special surprise. And for you, Thomas, for saving the day with finding the missing equipment train a couple months ago, how would you like to have this? He gave Thomas's driver a communicator wristwatch. Thank you, Thomas said. Thank you, Tails, said Thomas. That's kind of you. You're welcome, Thomas. No problem at all. Anytime, Thomas. Now, I must get going. But it was good talking to you. Just make sure you don't damage it. If you ever have an accident and you damage it, you can always come to my workshop and get it repaired anytime you want. Because I can always fix it for you. Thank you, Thomas said. That goes for you too, Percy, called Tails. If you ever have an accident, come to my workshop. I will, said Percy. Good. Now if you need me, I'll be in my workshop working on a new invention. Something very cool will be coming. And it's gonna be a surprise, he called. Thomas and Percy smiled. They knew that Tails, Sonic, and Knuckles were the coolest friend they ever met. And so they decided to tell stories. So tell me, Sonic, said Thomas, what should we do now? Tell stories? Of course we can, Thomas. Me and Knuckles has plenty of stories for you two. There was a time when I battled with Dr. Eggman underwater. Oh yeah. Dude, but we had a hard time battling with him underwater. Indeed, said Sonic. But I survived that water. Thomas smiled. I didn't know you were afraid of the water. I kind of have a similar thing to you, but I do not like wearing my snowplow. And why is that, Thomas? Well, because I don't like wearing it because it snows. Every winter, I always have to wear my snowplow. But you're always good at clearing the tracks, Thomas, just like the shunting. Remember when you went to the Great Railway Show? When I told you to be in the shunting challenge? You won, remember? You and Ashima. That is true, said Thomas. But I didn't want to go because I knew I was going to lose. You wouldn't want to get your hopes on there, Thomas. Percy has a point there. You could have won. You could win. You just never know. Yeah, said Knuckles. You just never know. We're supporting you. I mean, if we were there, of course. But Sonic's right, though. If we were there, we would support you. Thank you, Sonic and Knuckles. That was nice of you for that. If you were there, that'd be cool. I always wonder what it'd be like if you guys were in the island of Sodor, the original TV series. I always wondered that myself. Indeed, said Thomas. Anyways, we gotta head back to the Farquaad sheds. We'll meet you there, Thomas. Alright then. Before Thomas could go away, Percy interrupted. Just to ask, where does Tails want these vans? I think he just wants you to leave there, Percy. Alright then, said Percy. And with that, 2 tank engines arrive at the Farquaad sheds. Percy spoke up. I have to take the mail train tomorrow, he said. I have a branch line to train with Annie and Clarabelle to Elsbridge. It's going to be one of the busiest days ever. And then I have to take some heavy trucks to the mainland. I gotta be careful because there I heard those trucks I'm gonna be pulling were troublesome. It's going to be troublesome according to Edward, who's gonna be shunting the train for me. Yeah, I heard about that. Just don't try to get into an accident, said Percy. Don't worry, I won't, said Thomas. I'm always careful. So that night, Thomas and Percy told stories until Knuckles and Sonic, the greatest avenger of all. They even told them about the time when Thomas stopped Sailor John for stealing the pirate ship and the treasure, and with the help of Ryan, Mike, Rex, and Bud, with pushing the ballast trucks off the chute, and how he became friends with Skiff and Ryan, and meeting Mike, Rex, and Bud for the first time. Percy had never met them, but he knew that they were really useful, like himself. Then Sonic spoke. Well, you had a quite an adventure there, Thomas. That was very useful. I think it's getting a little late now. Me and Knuckles are gonna go inside the shed now. You guys can come and join us whenever you're ready. Alright then, Sonic, said Thomas. We'll meet you there. We'll meet you guys in there soon. I just gotta tell Percy something very important. Alright then, Thomas. Do your thing. And with that, Sonic and Knuckles walked away. You know, Percy, having a good agent friend like you is really great. But I'm always wondering if we'll ever become an agent like Sonic and Knuckles. I'm sure we will, Thomas. I'm sure we will. Yeah, I hope so. And you did a great job of finding Tails' missing train. That's very brave. Percy felt grateful for that. Thank you, Thomas, he said. You're welcome, Percy. Now let's get some rest. Let's meet up with Sonic and Knuckles. And we did. A few moments later, Sonic and Knuckles met up with them. Hello, Thomas, called Sonic. Oh, hello, Sonic. We were just telling Percy what a useful engine he was. Indeed. Well done again, Percy. And yes, you're right, Thomas. You were very useful today, Percy. Thank you, Thomas, Percy said. Thank you, Sonic, said Percy. I appreciate it. You're welcome, Thomas, Percy. And so, Thomas and Percy were happy. They had worked together with Sonic and Knuckles, and all the matter was solving the mystery together was very useful indeed. Working with Thomas, working with Sonic and Knuckles, and two Tangagents was the best thing of all.